I got you. Let it rap real quick. Look. The city eyes, it's time to vote God. My God, a real nigga, cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shotty in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, but tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation falls if you fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit fit. Times two. Ain't no more heart in this game. I'm John Q. Colder than the avalanche, way above average. Fierce taste sweet, told him make me an apple tree. Left us in the valley full of bones. This where hope found. Child become a man. Dark stands get broke down. Riding through Evanston with Mark Quad. Telling me how the crackers turn his childhood to a ghost town. Focus out, nigga. I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Never light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like try to warn them niggas we bear arms like tarantulas. Them other niggas rap, I make anthems. I really see prophets under this banner. Make my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I wanted black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that sunk dirty to handle. Look, I move like a Brazilian, precious cargo. Spirit Asian, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Wardo. Sleep if they won't, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Pay me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. Round with Yaradon, just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence, yeah.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So that you said that they put millions of my Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. 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 I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery drain them energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood, Slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I'm back gonna be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember YAHANNA's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress. She a bombshell. Just dish served cold. I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box. I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. There was design fast for our babies to pass through in the day of our kings. Rain out, be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a
Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is Priest and Officer Kayad One from I.S.U.P.K, Jamaica. I.S.U.P.K started 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. I.S.U.P.K is run by Commanding General YAHANNA, the one man with the rank and the authority to lead Israel at this time. I say Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai Barakatham to my brothers. Yahweh Shamar Alathan Ba'asham Yahweh Shai to my sisters. All right, so this topic tonight, you know what I mean, for tonight's Tuesday night brotherhood class is, you know what I mean, the topic of the Passover, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, and also Easter. See, we know that, you know what I mean, everybody's getting ready to celebrate Easter coming up. I think it's Saturday. You understand? But Easter is a sin against the Most High. Now, we would have not known that, you know what I mean, had it not been for the I.S.U.P.K and the Commanding General YAHANNA. We would have thought that Easter was about, you know what I mean, the death and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. You understand? That is what we were told by the Christian church. That Easter is about the death, the resurrection, death and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Which is a lie. You know what I mean? A blatant lie, because when you read the Bible, it don't say anything that, you know what I mean, that says that Jesus Christ's death, you know what I mean, has anything to do with Easter and his resurrection. As a matter of fact, them say Christ was killed on, you know what I mean, Good Friday, and he resurrected on Easter Sunday. That just don't make no sense. You understand? Because the Bible says Christ died he was dead for 3 days. So from Friday to Sunday is not 3 complete days. You understand? From Friday, so now from Friday to Saturday would be 1 day. And from Saturday to Sunday would be 2 days. You understand? But the Christian church make you think, and this is the brainwash of Christianity. You don't even stop to think about the logic, you know what I mean, of what they are saying. Because if the Bible says that Christ was dead for 3 days, that is 72 hours, right? How is it that Christ died on Easter Friday, and resurrected on Easter Sunday? That alone should, you know what I mean, tell you that something is wrong with this whole Easter thing. You understand? But that is Christianity. Christianity is a religion about you not questioning anything. You understand? So everything is just you believe in whatever the pastor says and never find practicality in the Bible. So now when the Bible speaks about the children of Israel, you don't find that practical. You don't think that that has anything of significance. When you see the Most High says in the Bible that Israel is his chosen people, you understand? And they are supposed to be a people above every other people upon the face of the earth. You don't read that and digest that for what it is. You skip past that and you go over to, you know what I mean, the New Testament, and you disregard everything that the Old Testament has been saying, which the New Testament is consistent with the Old Testament. But, you know what I mean, the Christian church would have you think that it's different. See? So you see, things that show you that the Most High is not what the Christian church portray him to be, and you ignore it, because that is the brainwash and the witchcraft of Christianity. And Easter is one of those things. You know what I mean? The Bible did not say you should celebrate Easter. You know what I mean? We're going to show you the origin of Easter and show you that it is embedded in idolatry. And it has been a custom that the Most High has always been telling the children of Israel that you are doing wrong for celebrating this custom. You understand? We're going to show you that. And we're going to show you that, you know what I mean, the Passover is what the Most High gave to the children of Israel. Now, let's go back to the children of Israel, right? Again, we read in the Bible about the children of Israel. And if it was not for the I.S.U.P.K, we would have not connected the dots. See? Because all the Bible speaks about is the children of Israel and their covenant with the Most High. The Bible goes as far as to say the children of Israel is God's chosen people. No, that is all throughout the Old Testament and the Apocrypha, and the, you know what I mean, that sentiment is all throughout the Bible, basically. See, how have we reached the point now that the children of Israel, which the Bible speaks about, is irrelevant? Or we reach the point now where the Christian church is telling you that everybody is God's chosen people, when the Bible itself tells you, which if the Christian church would try to be honest, which we know they are not, saying if they would try them best to be honest, saying they would tell you that, you know what I mean, the Israelites are God's chosen people. And they would tell you that Christianity is supposed to be based off the Bible. Well, the Bible says the children of Israel is God's chosen people. You can't go around that. Unless you are trying to make the book out to be what you want the book to be. You want the Bible to say that God loves everybody. And God is the God of everybody upon the earth. Which the Bible does not say that. You have two options, you know. It's either you have to work with the Bible or you have to just do your own thing. But when you do so now, Zine, when you say, all right, we are claiming the Bible and then teach opposite to what the Bible says, you're doing an evil thing, and that is what the Christian church does. You know what I mean? So the children of Israel, and that, as I said, the Bible consistently talks about the children of Israel. And if it was not for the I.S.U.P.K under commanding General YAHANNA, we would have not made that connection. Now, why is this important? It is important because the children of Israel were given holy days. They were given instructions by the Most High. You understand? No, if we were not the children of Israel, then we should disregard the whole of that, the instructions that, you know what I mean, the Most High gave to the children of Israel. If we were not the children of Israel, we would have been better off being Christians. Because no, we don't have to live up to what the Most High says. But the problem with this is we are the descendants of the children of Israel, meaning we are the same people, the same family. So we can't ignore the instructions. You understand? We can't ignore the fact that the Most High says you should keep the Passover. See? The Most High said, this Passover, this is the Most High's Passover, and you should keep it forever throughout your generations. You know what is forever? Forever is a very long time, you know. Forever not done yet, you know. From the time when the Most High gave the children of Israel the Passover to now, and not forever yet, you know. That means that forever still a gone. But somehow the Christian church, which our brothers and sisters love so much, teach you that you should celebrate Easter. You understand? And Easter is a sin against the Most High. We're going to show you. Remember, if you tap up the screen, share on all social media platforms. This is I.S.U.P.K, Jamaica, under commanding General YAHANNA. Now, we're going to read a little bit about the origins of Easter. You know what I mean? We know everybody are get ready to celebrate Easter, buy up them Easter bun and them, you know what I mean? Them are going to do the church are going to do a little fun and games inside the church where them are going to get the Easter egg and all of them things they are idolatry, you know. Then all of them things that come from heathen customs. You know what I mean? But of course, our people don't question it. Them don't try, we don't try to make the connection to say that. You know what I mean? Where does Easter bunny, what does Easter bunnies have to do with the Bible? You understand? And does bunny rabbits really lay egg? That alone should be a giveaway that Easter is madness, you know, because we know that, you know what I mean, rabbits, they are mammals. See? Rabbits are mammals. Rabbits don't lay egg. But this Easter Sunday or Saturday, there will be games, you know what I mean, inside of the Christian church where they will be handing out Easter eggs and Easter bunnies or one bag of thing. And you will be giving Easter bun and cheese back and forth, celebrating. And this is why you should, this is what you should know. The act of you partaking in these, you know what I mean, traditions is you worshiping whatever custom that is. Let me explain. We are going to show you now that Easter has to do not with the death and the resurrection of Christ, but with an ancient idolatrous God, fake God, idol. See? And if you partake in the Easter customs, that is what worshiping is. Let me give you another example. Saturday gone, April the 1st, was the Lord's Passover. That is what the Most High gave to the children of Israel. What we did was, we did what the Bible said we should do while celebrating the Passover. Kill a lamb, eat unleavened bread. Let me show you what is an unleavened bread. Now, this is unleavened bread. It is basically just flour and water. Well, the ingredients in this specifically is more than just flour and water. Now, why is it called unleavened bread? It is because there's no leavening agents inside of it, like baking soda or baking powder. Salakia. Well, baking soda is also leaven. See? So baking powder is not in this like the regular bread where you buy a supermarket. See? So how did we come to, you know what I mean? How did the Most High say no, we should eat unleavened bread and the Passover? Well, the thing is, when he was destroying our enemies, the Egyptians, when we were in slavery in Egypt, we had to pack our things and get ready to go, run. come out of Egypt because now the Most High was punishing our enemies, right? And we did not have time to put leaven and all the ingredients in the flour. So we were eating this. We killed the lamb, like him said. We all know the story when it says we should put the blood on the doorpost and all them things there. Them read that story countless time in church, right? But nobody ever, you know what I mean, do what the Most I say. Now that lamb, after we cook that lamb, we would have eat it with some bread, but because of the urgency having to flee out of Egypt, we didn't get to put the ingredients in the bread. Now the Most I say, that type of bread, because it did not have the ingredients in it, no leaven, we should eat that bread as a memorial. So we eat lamb and unleavened bread. See, that is us worshiping the Most High. That is the custom that we do to show reverence to the Most High. No, when you go so now, boop, and eat Easter bun, see, which is a custom having to do with the worshiping of a certain God that is not the God of the Bible, which is a fake God, by the way. The God that they worship with the Easter bun and thing is a fake God. No other God exists but the real God of the Bible. Only the God of the Bible is a real God. Every other God is an idol. It's a made-up thing. See? Now, when you eat the Easter bun and your cheese, you are worshiping whatever God come with Easter. That is what worshiping is. Let me give you another example of worship. When you put a Christmas tree in your house, when you put gifts under the Christmas tree, when you go out and celebrate Christmas, see, you are worshiping whatever God come with Christmas. Now, there are gods attached to these holidays, you know. Seeing these holidays that was given to us by the oppressor, Christmas, Easter, Valentine's days, they are ancient gods, idols. You don't know that because, you know what I mean? We, for the most part, we don't have the time for research. And let me just say this. We are hypocrites in this. Whenever we want a degree, we study hard to get that degree. Whenever we want a job, we put the best foot forward to get that job. But when it comes to the Most High, nobody know want to know nothing. You understand? That is a problem. See? So now, we don't know this because we don't put no interest in knowing it. See? Of course, we know we have, as descendants of slaves here in Jamaica, see, we have bigger problems than taking up a book and read. We have bills to pay. We are in poverty. We're suffering with, you know what I mean, depression, every kind of problems that you can, you know what I mean. And all of those problems, by the way, come with us breaking the Most High laws because we are the children of Israel. You understand? But nonetheless, we here in Jamaica don't know that we are the children of Israel. So we break the Most High laws, you know what I mean, without knowing. And the Christian church teach us to break the Most High laws. So we celebrate Easter. And we eat the Easter bun, we put the Christmas tree under in our house, and all those things are the worship of another God, not the God of the Bible. You understand? And that is very, very, very dangerous. As a matter of fact, that is a death sentence. You understand? Because now you are saying to the God that your foreparents have a covenant with, you are saying that you are not doing what him tell you to do. You have to worship the gods and the heathens who don't have a real God. And this is consistent with what the Most High used to punish us for in the Bible. But why you can't make the connection is because of the Christian church. The Christian church hold up the Bible. Them hold the Bible up and say, and teach you Easter. Them hold the Bible up and teach you Christmas. But them don't teach you Passover. And Passover is in the Bible. Them don't teach you the feast of unleavened bread, which is after the Passover, where you should eat a little unleavened bread for 7 days. You understand? To remember the time when you could not eat that luxurious bread that you will find in supermarket. because you are now running to save your life. That is the purpose of us eating unleavened bread. For 7 days you eat some unleavened bread and you get every 11 items out of your house. Why? Because this is how you worship the God of our forefathers, the God of the Bible. You do what him tell you to do. Worshipping God is not clap and sing and jump and shout and hallelujah. If that be the case, a rapist can jump and clap and sing and celebrate hallelujah. You understand? Is he worshipping God? No. You do what God said to do. And God said, don't rape. God said, celebrating feasts. That is how you worship the Most High. But because of the Christian church, you don't know this. No, what we are going to do now, we are going to go in an Easter and show you what Easter really is. Easter is very evil. You know what I mean? Our people love to talk about the Illuminati and this, and we say, yo, the Illuminati evil, you know, and satanic. Easter is satanic. You understand? Celebrating Christmas is satanic. You understand? We'll touch upon that now. Remember, tap up the screen and share on our social media platform. Tag a friend, tag a Christian, tag a Rasta. You know what I mean? Tag anybody you know that is, you know what I mean, gone off in some God-forsaken religion that has nothing to do with our people. See? So this says, origins of Easter. What does the word Easter mean? Right. If you ask anybody what does the word Easter mean, they will not be able to tell you. Them just know that from them grew up, they must celebrate Easter. Them love the Easter bun. You know what I mean? And bear in mind, Easter is during the time of the Feast of Unleavened Bread that the Most High gave to you, and nobody eats unleavened bread. Why? Because we don't know. For the most part, you can't blame Israel because Israel don't know. The Christian church kept this a secret from us. See? But the problem is, during the time when you should be celebrating the Feast of Unleavened Bread and the Passover, we celebrate Easter instead. And the oppressor was very cunning when he gave us this holiday, because he know that we should be celebrating the Feast of Unleavened Bread. But he gave Easter and gave you the institution that would promote it, which is the Christian church. That has nothing at all to do with the Bible. Let me continue reading. So it says, what is Easter? Nobody knows. See? It is certainly not a Christian word or name. So even though the Christian church promotes Easter, it is not even a Christian word. Easter is not even a Christian word. Let me continue reading. What does the word Easter have to do with the death and the resurrection of Jesus Christ? Nothing at all. Nothing whatsoever. See? Easter, like all Christian holidays, I want you to listen, you know. It says all Christian holidays. So from it's a holiday promoted by Christianity, that's a red flag. See? So Easter, like all Christian holidays and festival, as its origin in the Assyrian religion. Meaning it come from history, far down to another nation, the Assyrians specifically. And it goes further than the Assyrians. It goes back to Sumeria, to the land of Babel. You know, remember the land of Babel? We'll get there. See? And the word comes from the name of the ancient Assyrian mother goddess, Ishtar. That is where the word Easter comes from. You hear the similarity? Ishtar. It's just a different pronunciation because guess what? Different language. The original name for Easter is Ishtar. You understand? We will show you who Ishtar is. Who was also called Semiramis. No, she have more than one name. Semiramis. See? Let me explain to you why. You know what I mean? Because in Christianity, them like we say God have many names. That's a lie. God don't have many names. God have one name. See? And that is Yahweh. Them try to make it Yahweh in English, but there is no E in Hebrew. It's Yahweh. See? Anyway, them like we say, the Most High have many names or go by many names. That's a lie. But you see these idols that you celebrate, Them have many names. And the reason why them have many names is because whenever the nation that celebrate them falls, the nation that take it over and give it another name. So now Semiramis would be another name, different from Ishtar, depends upon the nation who is now ruling the earth and promoting it. You understand? So now Semiramis, let me continue reading, who was also called Semiramis and Ainana, right? So you notice different name. She was called Ainana. Probably in some African tradition, she probably was called Ainana. And I'm going to tell you something, to the Africans, they would have different names for the same custom. You understand? Let me continue reading. Ishtar is the female equal of Ashur, and at times Ishtar and Ashur are the same and equal in strength and in length. Yet their distinction remain to the extent that Ishtar or Ashur is the sun, and Bara and Ishtar the moon. Right. So now this go back even to, you know what I mean, when they must say Ashur is the sun, the Egyptians would call the sun god Ra. You understand? Or Amen Ra. You know what I mean? Different name, just the same full religion from time past. It just pass on to whoever rule the earth at any given time. You understand? Now let me continue reading. See? Therefore, Easter is nothing more than Ishtar, one of the title of Beltis, right? That's another name. See? The Queen of Heaven, right? So there we are getting somewhere now. The Queen of Heaven is mentioned in the Bible, where the Most High is chastising us for worshiping the Queen of Heaven. It's not that she's a real Queen of Heaven. It's just that people think that this idol is the Queen of Heaven. And them worship this idol, you know what I mean? Because them think she's the Queen of Heaven and she's a God that can answer prayers when she's not. Them also call her the goddess of fertility. See, hence the reason why them celebrate her in the time of spring. But the problem is, the Most High did not give us those customs. It is the heathens who pick up those customs, and we go off by following them. And we suffer feet, you know. The heathens, they will remain rich. They will prosper. But our blessing come from the Most High. And we are disobeying him, so we will remain at the bottom. You understand? It a simple thing, you know. We are not the heathens. Their prosperity has to do with whether or not we rule or we fall. And our ruling or falling depend upon how we serve our God. So if we are not serving our God, the heathens will rise. But if we are serving him, we will rise and the heathens will be subjected to us. Right now, it is evident that we are not serving our God. Why? Because we are celebrating Easter. We are celebrating Christmas. We are celebrating Valentine's Day. And all of these are the heathens' customs. You understand? And it is not because the heathens' customs have power, you know. It is because the God that we serve, he has power and we are disobeying him. So what him do? Him put us at the bottom. Because it's like a woman. See? I try to make it as simple as I can. She have a husband who is the most powerful man in the kingdom. But yet still she choose to go have sex with the gardener. You understand? What the husband they are going to do? I'm going to put her out of my house. And no, what the gardener going to do? How the gardener going to help you? See? That is the condition that we are in as a people. We betray the Most High by celebrating these holidays. And the Most High is not a genie. So him look at it as betrayal. As disrespect. This is not, remember, you know, the Most High in the Bible tell you that he's a jealous God, you know. Rastafarians and other black conscious people see that and say, oh, God for jealous and them thing that. That does show you say the Most High have emotions. He is not a robot. The Most High is not a robot or a fairy tale. He is a person. And like any sensible person, when you are being betrayed, you will be offended. If me have a woman and every me and her walk and every man we call to her she answer, I am offended. Does that mean that me dark I'm a fool? No, me not dark I'm a fool. She is disrespectful. You understand? Me I walk with her and a man a touch her upon her bottom and all them things there. I am offended. Me dark and fool and ignorant to tell her, say, look, here what? Walk go on. Because you don't respect me. No, me not dark and fool for that. She don't have no respect. She don't respect me, and that is the relationship between we and the Most High. We don't respect the Most High. We celebrate Easter, Valentine's Day, and the Christian church is the biggest culprit because them hold up the Bible, you know what I mean, and give you the impression that they are serving the Most High and they are not. It don't matter how many singing and clapping you see a go on and crying you see a go on in the Most High, in the Christian church. See, it does not mean they are doing what the Most High says to do. What you need to do is learn the Bible.